We're in Kiev and I'm on my way to the presidential palace where we're going to be meeting with Volodymyr Zelenskyy in what will be a wide-ranging interview. We're going to be discussing everything from the escalation in Russian airstrikes to his relationship with Donald Trump and how he hopes to bring this war to an end. Within minutes, I'm entering the presidential palace, where our crew are already preparing the cameras, and I can gather some last-minute thoughts. Then back outside, where unusually President Zelenskyy is waiting. The reason becomes clear.
Hi.
Mr. President, hi, good to see you
Good
again.
to see you
How
too.
are you?
Thanks
nice
so
to
much.
see you. Thank you. How are you?
Thank you for coming.
Of course,
Well,
of course.
thank you so much.
At a tense time, of course,
Yes,
always for your
notable.
country.
Yeah.
And the reason we wanted to meet at this point, of course, is because now they're hitting the heart of your city, the headquarters, the government building. Can you talk us through what happened there?
Yeah, we had a very tough night.
The Russian strike a few days before, just yards from his office, has shown how vulnerable Kiev can be to a rising number of missile strikes.
They helped us a lot from the very beginning of the war.
As we then walk and talk, he brings me up to date on drone warfare and AI, and why this all means he's about to renew his demands for urgent action from one man in particular. Mr. President, we can talk about all of your frustrations because, as you know, President Trump is also coming to the UK on Wednesday.
Yes.
So it'll be good to know what your clear message to him is for that and European leaders
First of all, it's great that it will be such important meeting. And the visit of the President of the United States is coming to the UK. I think this is important.
President Zelenskyy then proceeds to issue one of his most urgent demands for tougher action from the US against Putin's Russia. Do you think that Vladimir Putin is trying to manipulate and trick Donald Trump?
Він точно хоче.
He definitely wants to trick the US. He's doing everything he can to avoid sanctions, to prevent US and Trump from putting sanctions on him. And if you keep postponing applying sanctions any further, then the Russians will be better prepared.
Sometimes he flips into English to make his point. Are you willing to go to Moscow to do that? Because that is something that Vladimir Putin has suggested.
No, of course not. Of course not. It's not conditions. It's the situation. Russia attacked us. I can't go to the country when this country, this city, Moscow, they're attacking us. So it can't be so under missiles to go to their capital. It can't be so, but we can meet in any other country.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Really grateful. Thank you. I've just finished an hour-long interview with President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, and it was wide-ranging. He is incredibly frustrated. He wants his European and Western American partners to move faster. He also believes they need to impose sanctions on Vladimir Putin now. He said that Vladimir Putin only understands the language of force, and that's frankly what the Americans and the Europeans should be doing in this moment. I'm drawn back to the missile strike in the heart of Kiev, which seems to have helped prompt that frustration. A day after our interview with President Zelenskyy, and we've come to the government building which was targeted by Russian missiles. President Zelenskyy began his interview with me just outside of this building as a reminder of the reality of the situation here on the ground. He told me how after that Alaska summit between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, this country has been experiencing a barrage of drone attacks and missile strikes as well. And this particular building, built just before the Second World War in the 1930s, wasn't damaged then, but is now seeing these missiles hitting it. And this is fragments of an Iskander missile which targeted this building and did the kind of damage that we can see here now. And as we're filming, this happens in Kharkiv. The next morning, there's a sense of normality as people go around their business. We're making the long journey out of Ukraine now, but wherever you look across this city, there is a constant reminder that this is a nation, a city at war, whether it is tributes to fallen soldiers or these Russian tanks just behind me, or, frankly, the bombed-out buildings with remnants of missiles still in them. Volodymyr Zelenskyy says he's fighting for the soul of his country. The question is, are his American and European allies listening?